Welcome back. You're still with us on Startup Street. UAE-based technology holding group G42 has announced that it will soon launch Nanda, a cutting-edge Hindi large language model, a 13 billion parameter model trained on approximately 2.13 trillion tokens of language datasets, including Hindi. Nanda is the result of a collaboration between Inception, a G42 company, Mohammed bin Zayed University of Artificial Intelligence, and Cerebras Systems. To tell us how Nanda's release offers over 500 million Hindi language speakers the opportunity to harness the potential of generative AI. Joining me now is Manu Kumar Jain, the CEO of G42 India. Manu, thank you for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. To begin with, why don't you tell us a little bit about Nanda? Who is this for, and how does it accelerate the growth of the Hindi language AI ecosystem? And most importantly, how does it support India's AI ambitions?
No, first of all, thank you so much for hosting me and having me here. So Nanda is a large language model, a latest AI model, which has been developed specifically for India. This model represents a huge leap forward towards bringing AI in the hands of 500 million people, as you mentioned, and ensuring that we build something what we call as equitable AI, which means AI can be used by anybody and everybody, and not just by a select few, and that too in their own native language, which is Hindi. So this has been built by G42, and it's one of the group companies, Inception, and it is perhaps one of the largest and the biggest Hindi-focused models for India.
All right. And, you say the model was trained on Condor Galaxy, right, which is one of the world's most powerful AI supercomputers for training and inferencing built by G42 and Cerebras. If you could give us a use case to highlight Nanda's tech edge, what sort of sets it apart?
Yes. So, yes, it was trained on Condor Galaxy. Condor Galaxy is one of the largest supercomputers in the world. It is housed in California in the US and is built by Cerebras for G42 or one of our G42 group companies called as Core42. Coming to use cases for an LLM or a large language model in India, it could be a lot of them. First of all, it can really help bridge the language gap because India is a diverse country with probably more than 30 languages, and not everybody is fluent in English. People want to consume content in their own local language, on their own native language, and that's where something like Nanda really helps come in and helps bridge the gap between various sectors such as banking, healthcare, government services, and more. It can be used for building healthcare services. For example, people living in small towns and villages, they can now get access to world-class healthcare thanks to an AI model, which can speak their own native language. There could be education tools built on Hindi LLM, where students can ask questions, read material, and the model can help answer in their own language. It could also supercharge large-scale technology solutions such as UPI, Aadhaar, ONDC, and others. And it could also be used for content, for example, creating really good content, music, videos, movies, any of these things. So the number of use cases are really immense.
Yeah, so essentially the use cases are quite huge. It can be used across all sectors from how you point out. So the big question then is, when will Nanda sort of launch in India? Are you seeing a sort of demand for it already? And what's the kind of impact you hope it'll create?
I believe there would be a lot of demand. We've already started conversations with multiple people, various sectors in India. For example, we were talking to the CEO of one of the largest banks in the country, and they said they can possibly use a model like this, not only for customer care, but also for simplifying the way they generate different insurance products. Things which takes weeks and months can now be done in like a very short period of time. Or they can use a model like this for automating the entire fraud detection platform. We were talking to a movie producer, one of the large movie houses, and they said they can basically use a model like this for shortening the entire duration in which they do the planning on which shoots, where to do shoots, how to plan different actors, who will come when. All of them can be automated. It can be done by AI rather than doing by a human being. So are we seeing a demand? These are early days, but the early signs are very positive. And wherever we go, a lot of people are saying they can use something like this, which does AI work in their own native language.
Right, absolutely. So from a movie producer to a big bank, if you could give us some names, that would be great. But, more importantly, how competitively priced are you on this, Hindi LLM? And what's the revenue model that you're sort of looking at? And those names, if you could give them to us.
Names, I don't think I would be able to share at this point of time because these are early conversations. With respect to revenue, so the base model that we will have will be open sourced. Similar to how we have done in UAE, which is we have perhaps the world's largest bilingual Arabic model, JS, and it has been open source. So the base model here, we will make it open source so that anybody who wants to use it can basically use it. But on top of it, specific models that we can build for example, for a movie production house or for a bank. So over there, we will have some sort of a commercial arrangement with these entities where they will pay us money for building specific models for them or for building specialized model. So again, early days for us to comment on specifically how we'll monetize, but that's the general thinking where a large number of people can benefit from the base model, which is open source. And then also we have some sort of revenue generating mechanism on top of it.
All right, Manu. So early days, but it'll be exciting to see what it can do for the Indian market. But thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. And we wish you all the best going forward.
Thank you so much.